Please
Either
pay my
marry me
friend.
or pay me, one of them.
Please, having a boyfriend at 15 when you don't even know what calculus is.
We want 20 cents.
Welcome back to another episode of This Should Bother You with Pateka. Woo! Welcome back to another episode, guys. Episode 8. It is December.
It's episode 9, actually.
Oh, it's episode 9. That's so hilarious.
It's episode 9, guys.
As you can tell, my brain has clocked off. Companies may still be open. Podcasts may still be recording. Work may still be happening. But my brain, she's out of here.
Yeah. My brain is washed.
No, like, it's done, guys. Like, I think we're generally forcing matters at this point. I think it should be global policy that 15 December, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Mind you, we're only on the 6th now and already our brains are tired. So that's what I'm saying. 15th, we should just lock it down. No one's being serious anymore. Like, you get, so you want to talk about my goals and aspirations. They are to get through the rest of this year. Those are my aspirations at this point in my life. So, anyways, what's been bothering you, darling?
My ovaries, my uterus.
Cool.
But what has been bothering me? So you guys know I started my new job.
Yay!
A lot of weird things have been happening.
Oh.
Not with the job itself, but like things with me.
Okay.
I got my nails done, right?
Mm-hmm.
It broke. My nails never break when I get them done.
And these are new. She got them done like a week ago.
Yeah, they were fresh. Like 3 days in, 4 days in, they went doop. And then, my favorite Converse platforms, one of them broke. Bearing in mind, I have had these shoes since 2021.
That's not that bad though. That's like what, 4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Converse is pretty durable.
So I was really upset. And then my mom's leather jacket that I've had since she was pregnant with me. We have this thing where we have to put stickers on. Well, recently we have to put stickers on to our on our like clothes and stuff, so people know who we are. And I took the sticker off, and the leather came off with the sticker. And I wanted to cry. I did crash out. But I don't know what's happening. Who's evil eyeing me?
Who has your voodoo doll?
Who's
doing weird
doing
things?
what? Leave me alone. Thank you so much. But what's been bothering you, darling?
Nothing happened yesterday though, right?
No.
Okay, fantastic. See, we're on a good trajectory. What's been bothering me, other than the fact that I'm back here?
Oh.
I was in Brazil at the beginning of this week, guys. What a fantastic place. Like, what a fantastic place. But let me be serious. This Netflix Warner Brothers acquisition is what's been bothering me, honestly. Like, guys, I don't know. The more consolidated these companies become, the more worried I get. Because, like, obviously with more consolidation, you have less competition. With less competition, you're heading more towards, like, an oligopoly kind of vibes. And I don't know, like, even from, like, the creator standpoint, it means there are lesser and lesser people making the decisions about the kinds of content that people get to see, which kind of worries me a little bit. So that's kind of been bothering me because I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like this industry has really just been taking a hit after, like, since COVID. It's just been different, like, obstacles and hurdles and ways in which this industry is reshaping itself. And I don't know if it's reshaping itself in a way that is really conducive and helpful for people who are new and trying to get into the industry and trying to get their stories told. So I don't know. It's just been bothering me a bit lately.
It is getting difficult. It was already difficult.
Yeah.
So I think I understand.
Yeah.
But you know, with these things, I don't know. I never know what's going to happen next.
No one ever does.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about, like, change. Like, it's always, like, unsettling, but it can also be, like, the opportunity for innovation to occur. You know, whenever disruptions occur, game changers, people who think outside the box always thrive in times like these. So maybe this could be a good thing, you know? from some people's perspective, maybe it'll be a good thing for international content markets and maybe less for domestic US content markets. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how everything plays out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see is all I'm gonna leave it at. So yeah, that's been bothering me a bit lately. Like we'll see, we'll see where to. We'll see how the corporate landlords decide
What's going on,
and how we'll see what the effect will be on the creator economy and the stuff that we consume.
For this episode, we're going to do a little split. As you know, Spotify Wrapped has come out, and we will be diving into our Wrapped.
Yay.
Before that, I've just come across something. She's just come across something. It's a bit... The Danish Deception. It's a very long story. This creator called... What was their name?
The creator whose summary we watched?
Yeah.
I don't know their name, but we can link them.
We'll
link them as a card of the summary we watched, because the OG story that's done by, I think her name is Onyeka, who's the person who told her story. It's 27 parts of 10 minutes each. I said, my dear, I don't have 4+ hours. I don't have 4+ hours to invest in the story. Even, you know when people were watching those, Who the F Did I Marry?
Yeah,
that was another long TikTok series that everyone was like obsessed with. I didn't watch it. Not because I was trying to be special. Simply, I don't have the time to be watching such a long series on social media, because like, I don't know, it feels different. Like I can sit down and watch long form content. I can watch a TV series, but like to watch a long story broken down into tiny little bits, I don't have the patience for it. So
I mean, shout out to the people who did to give us the summarized
version. To give us the content, and shout out to this lady who's or this person whose video we watched. But someone said it to us. One of our friends said it to us, like, "Oh, you guys should talk about this," and I was like,
"But guys,
any story about women being scammed by men."
No, guys,
I truly hate to see it.
Guys, there's a lot going on, but should we just really, really, really summarize?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
So this Nigerian-American woman who works in real estate goes on holiday, right?
Yes.
Ends up meeting this, Danish guy?
Yes.
This guy, and her get along. They end up seeing each other on trips. He flies her out. It gets weird when she starts giving him information in a short period of time, like sending passport pictures so he can book her flights.
Mind you, that happened within 2 weeks of them knowing each other.
2 weeks.
Okay.
He needs money. She gives him money. 3 months go by. He's borrowing like 5K, 6K. As time goes on, it ends up being 20-something K, 11K. All of that added up.
It's just insane. And also, like, he started being the big spender, He flew out to Monaco and made it seem like, like, oh, I got this.
Smart.
So when he started asking for money, she was like, oh, of course, because, she was trying to overcompensate for the fact that he'd been spoiling her so much. Which,
my darling, for men, you don't even need to the compensation without the over. What is wrong with you? Men have already done too much. What kills me, I'm going to fast forward a little bit, is the points where, okay, they're engaged now, they're getting married, whatever. She finds out he has like gambling problems or whatever. By the way, this man is supposed to be a royal Olympic medalist, whatever. Bullshit. But basically, she puts him on her credit card so he can like get a better credit score after.
Stupid. That was
gambling,
so silly,
taking money, lying,
silly behavior. And at that point, she knows. Okay, so sorry, like we're jumping around a lot if you don't know the story, but basically, it takes her a minute to figure out why this man who has all these Rolexes, who has a verifiable job that should earn him. The creator tells us like this man does a job that should earn him like $400,000-$500,000 per annum. You heard that figure, right? He's not struggling. He earns that much money. He has all these Rolexes, whatever. He tells her he's from the Danish royal family. Hey, this man is swimming in money, okay? But he spends it just as quickly. And for the longest time, she couldn't figure out why and what was going on. But she does eventually get to know that he has a gambling problem. I don't remember how she finds out. I think one of his friends accidentally lets it slip that he tells Onyeka that he owes them money from his gambling problem. And she's like, gambling problem? But this credit card issue happened after she already knew he has a gambling issue. I'm like, why Someone who can't be financially responsible with 500K per annum. Why would you put them on your credit card?
I pray every woman in this world, if you're not gay, okay, if you decide to fall in love with a man, okay,
should you choose
to, I hope you never fall in love with a fucking scammer, and I hope you're not so insecure to let a scammer scam you for so much.
And that's the thing on like a point of like, I don't know if it's insecurity or what, but it made me sad. Like the degree to which she just kept like shrinking herself in my perspective in order to like accommodate this like white man who in her perspective was adoring her and loving her. And I think the video that we watched, the creator does a really good job of like also like teasing out these things that like, girl, she was impressed by the bare minimum. She'd be like, oh, he can handle jollof and he listens to Afro beats, so he must really love me.
Oh, he wants to be closer to God, like all of that stuff. And it's just like,
my dear. Also, like what I found crazy was the line that this was actually, I think, was the most diabolical thing. Basically, one of the scammer Danish man's friends or family members was speaking with Onyeka. This is after the fact. This is after she's like, okay, guys, why didn't you warn me? Like, why didn't you tell me? This white man says to her, my dear, you're Nigerian. You guys are prime scammers. Like, how did you not? I don't know if he was trying to I don't know if he was trying to say like, oh, you should have known, or, oh, no. He says to her, I thought you were in on it. You're from Nigeria. You must be in on it. Huh? I'm not. First of all, like, that statement is so problematic. So coded in racism. And I can't even begin to explain how derogatory what he was saying to her is. But put that aside, her response is really what I found to be heartbreaking.
That was quite upsetting.
Because instead of being like, well, screw you, like, that is such an unfair assumption to make, you're being ridiculous, you know what I mean? Instead of cooking him a little bit, she says something like, oh, she almost makes it seem like she deserves it because her people scam people. She's like, oh, we do actually have a scamming issue in, and it is kind of ironic that this Danish man from a country that's known to have universally the happiest country and no problems scammed me, a Nigerian, from this flawed scammer society that I come from. I was like, my dear, if you don't stand up,
she needs to go to therapy. And I'm telling you, big heavy sessions of therapy. She does, and people mentioned that she was on the Bachelorette a couple years ago, was it? And that she was quite quite insecure and stuff, and she was looking for validation a lot. So people were saying that she's not 100% with herself.
Oh, also another thing was that she's never been in a long-term relationship. This was her first thing.
It was the creator that was also doing this thing. She was saying that she's had her own thing where she hadn't been in a serious long relationships until recently, and she was like, that's something I had to deal with and figure out and stuff. So that in itself says a lot. The fact that you don't even want to get yourself into these relationships because probably in your head they're like, oh, what if this happens? Maybe I'm not good enough for this. I'm not and I feel like that does a lot if you don't have experience as well in long-term relationships. So when you do get in one, and you're not
new and everything is exciting
with the wrong person, and you're not 100% in yourself.
This is why I'm
recipe for disaster.
This is why I'm so pro dating early in your adulthood. I'm not saying you should be having a boyfriend at 15 when you don't even know what calculus is, but I'm saying if you do go to college or around those years, 18, 19, 20, 21. If you can, if it's something you desire, do it. And I think parents should also be okay with and encourage their kids to do it. Obviously, do it safely, do it at a pace that you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man, because I feel like the more you date, especially if you're dating men, the less naive you become, because you start to see through a lot of the bull, because nothing is brand new to you, I feel like part of me wonders if why she fell for so much was because of how much of it was brand new. It was brand new for someone to suggest that they wanted to get to know her family. It was brand new for someone to spend money on her like this, to book these flights, to take her on vacation. Like, do you know what I mean? All of this, to some degree, I don't know this girl, I'm making assumptions based on what we know, was new. And I feel like you are likely to fall for that when you haven't been exposed to different ways in which intimacy can meet you in different relationships. Do you know what I mean?
100%. And I think it's up to like, oh, we're roasting this girl, but at the same time it's quite upsetting how, you know, this is like, oh, like she thinks like this is like that's the bare minimum, like someone spending money on you flying out, like the like people, that's something that should be common for you, that you should be like, I deserve this is bare minimum for me. And the fact that you don't feel that is really upsetting, and also tells us so much about the traumas you've experienced and the internalized like insecurity, hate that you have. And I think that's like really upsetting because it strives from somewhere, it comes from somewhere, and unfortunately a lot of minorities have that, you know, so it's quite upsetting. But at the same time, with the things, come on, my like, please,
no, like, and let's money, so much money, and let's be correct here. We are critiquing this girl's behavior because there really is a lot to critique. But at the end of the day, the OG villain is the man. Like, the villain is the man. I don't think we are disagreed on that.
There's a special place.
100% a villain, and there's a special
place in hell for you,
that
darling.
Man. Because the amount of lying. Like, I also think, guys,
I bet he didn't wash his ass. Sorry.
Honestly, like, also, I genuinely think, and I don't know how you feel about this, like, when we talk about, like, wanting to date people and being financially secure or whatever, I honestly think it is worse to earn 500,000 per annum and spend it just as quickly than to earn like 70K. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know that might sound 70K and be responsible with it. I know that might sound crazy. It's like, oh my God, the one is like over 4 times the amount of money. But you don't understand, if you're burning through that cash, it's really not gonna build your relationship in any kind of way. No. This woman was forking out so much money for the two of them, even though he's the one who earns probably like triple what she did. Like, huh?
We don't even know if he actually earned that much. Do we know if he earned like
he apparently did. Apparently that was the one verifiable thing, was this job, this high earning job that he had. He just burned through the money just quickly because he was gambling
it all
and
away.
He was doing huge gambles, like 10K on a gamble. You know what I mean? Like, money will go, guys.
And you weren't even smart with the gambling. You're just losing, darling. This is why you should not gamble. Gambling is not good.
Do not encourage gambling, guys.
Yeah,
please,
unless
please.
You know you're in Vegas and you want to gamble $20.
No. Know yourselves, guys. Like, especially you who have addictive personalities. Easy example. If you are not capable of not scrolling on social media for a good month, my dear, you might have an addictive personality. So maybe don't put yourself in more higher stakes conditions like gambling.
Because 99.9% of the time you will lose money. Thank you. Like, anyways. What, me and Peteka one night we won 20 cents. That's that.
Danish Deception.
Don't trust.
Yeah, I feel like men. Okay. Yeah, I think important takeaways for any of our listeners.
Be gay.
Okay, that's Sahara's takeaway. Be gay. Mine is, if you are going to date men, try expose yourself a bit more. Try exercise the spirit of discernment more, because not everyone has the purest of intentions, okay? Not everyone who's spoiling you is just spoiling you for the sake of treating you the way you're supposed to be treated. So please, exercise the spirit of discernment when dating men, number 1. Number 2, don't ever borrow someone money that you're not okay with never seeing again. If you aren't okay with never seeing that money again, I beg you, think twice before borrowing that money. Like, genuinely think twice. Because you might not see it again. Even if it's your best friend, even if it's your auntie, even if it's your man, like, you might not see it again. So it genuinely should be an amount of money that you're comfortable being like, it's okay. Like, I'll be grand if I don't see this money again. Number 3, don't ever put someone who's financially irresponsible and has a history of it on your credit card. Like, please. Don't ever share any sort of assets. That person could end up being blacklisted, and now you're also blacklisted and your assets are on hold. Now what? Where do we go from here? Like, please, like, Yeah, also use Google more when you're dating. Like, background checks on people. When people tell you things like they were in the Olympics,
like
maybe
Google
it.
Do you not have a bit of curiosity?
Like, when people tell you they're part of royal families, maybe Google it. Like,
look for a picture with the Prince Harry with them. Look for these things.
if you're in a long distance relationship and every day they're visiting you and they always have a reason why you shouldn't visit them, red flags, my dear. Why can I never come see you every day? You must come to Dallas. Come to Dallas. Why must I never go to Denmark? Problem.
No peace.
And yeah, to hide the obvious, I feel like this is more the obvious. If you are in a financially tricky situation, maybe don't go on as many trips.
Yeah,
I think that's my
stay
final
home and save
takeaway.
money, yeah.
It's okay to not chop life if you're not in a chopping life season. Yeah, I think those are my takeaways.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And I'm ready to not speak about white men being fucking evil idiots. Thank you so much.
Okay, right. Moving right along. It is, in fact, Spotify Rap season. Guys, we do, in fact, enjoy this time of the year.
We thought it would be fun to share, in general, what our music taste has been like this year.
Yeah.
And we hope you enjoy it.
Yay. So last year, we did our Spotify Raps together and we, shared the screen on our TV, and we were we were way more in sync last year than this year. Last year we both had Ashake as our top artist. We had, I don't know, which is so funny because we've only lived with each other for 5 months last year, whereas this year we've lived together all year and our music is less in sync. Which I'm that's kind of funny, but whatever. So also, guys, I don't like how this year it's a scroll down and not a tap.
I don't like the graphics of it either, guys.
Apparently, so there was this, I watched this TikTok of this woman who used to work for Spotify, and she was, I guess, retrenched when they did a global.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
People.
Yeah.
And apparently, the reason why it's so different is because so much of it is AI this year, whereas a hell of a lot of the people who were retrenched in that 2400 used to be part of the people responsible for doing Spotify Wrapped. I'll also never forget the fact that this whole Wrapped idea came from an intern. Shout out! I really hope
to that intern.
that person is thriving, because I know damn well.
Actually, we should find out who that intern is and shout
honestly,
them out,
so brilliant. Okay, anyways, scrolling on. Oh, put your screen brightness up.
That's true. Show.
Fab. Okay, this is how much time we spent listening to music.
What is it? 51.
She was judging my 35K, madam.
Guys, I do listen to.
Do you ever sit in silence?
No.
Do you listen to your thoughts? Wow.
Sometimes when I'm trying to avoid them, no.
Right.
And then tastes like yours can't be defined, but
how many different genres did you listen to?
304.
219.
Yeah, I do listen to a big variety of music. Yeah.
Okay, these are my top genres. Okay, mine were Afrobeats, alternative R&B, gospel R&B, amapiano, and pop. I don't know how pop ended up in here.
We all have
I blame Olivia Dean for pop, because I have no idea how else pop would have been here, unless it's you categorize. Do you know what else? Maybe the Kendrick and SZA song, they categorize it as pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much. We love African people. We love the Lord. Amen. That is my Spotify draft.
My top one was Afro Swing, alternative R&B, pop urban, and
alternative R&B is number 2 for both of us.
Oh my gosh, yeah. 4th is rap, and then 5th is Latin. There's no Arab, no Arabic, no Iranian. I'm very confusion. Anyway, moving on.
Next.
Age is just a number.
Oh yeah.
So don't take this personally. This says so much about us, actually.
Go.
20.
Guys,
69.
before we filmed, Rosie asked me how old Spotify said I was, and I said, it said 69. Guys, that's older than my dad.
Oh my gosh.
It's saying I am old. I am pushing 70.
No, but you know what's so funny? Because it says so much about our friendship. I'm the older one out of us two. She's the youngest, right? But we always say how her mentality and the way she moves about life, even in her music, is less child, more old soul. Whereas me, I'm like a little baby, even though I'm older than her. So this, even in our music, says so much.
Makes a lot of sense. I do be listening to a lot of Aretha, Stevie Wonder, Luther Vandross, etc. I do be jamming there. So, you know what? I don't blame you, Spotify. It's fine. Next, You listened to 2,553 songs this year, but can you guess your number one? How many different songs did you listen to?
4,028.
My goodness. You listen to everything under the rainbow. Wow. Okay. Guess your number one.
Diversity, Aziza.
Right.
Sorry.
Okay, so there's this little thing where you're supposed to guess, like, what your favorite song is, and obviously we've already played this game. But my guess for my favorite, like my top one song was London Summer by Odile. Guys, even before this thing came out, Sahara was like, that's going to be your number one. Like, I rinsed that song this year.
No, she really did. That song was rinsed. Odile,
I'll even insert there was a, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to show a London Summers whatever versus the actual video.
Oh, at the concert.
When we went to the concert, guys, I was alive. Wow. Anyways,
so
which one did you think was going to be top
I
one?
thought it was going to be Kehlani.
Okay.
But it wasn't. It was this actual artist called Rehma. I hope I'm saying her name right. Rahma. She's like an artist that's just like coming up and stuff, and she's a South Asian American artist. I met her through my production designer that I worked with before. She had a song called Monsoon. And me and Naya, my best friend, we like blasted it during like my graduation month. So that was my top one when I thought Kehlani was my top one. So
love. Okay. And okay. So she said, So mine was actually Luther by Kendrick and SZA, which I was surprised. But that's the thing I also love about Spotify Wrapped is like it reminds you of things you loved like once you've forgotten, you know, because I feel like I was jamming this on the first half of the year, but not on the last half. So I was really surprised, but I mean, I loved it. I loved it so much. She even bought me the record version of the GNX album because it was really, really good. I really love the sample of the song. So shout out.
But
shout out to K-Dot. I listened to mine 60 times. How many times did you listen to the Rema one?
118 times.
And you're surprised that it was your number one?
I don't think, maybe it just 118 in a month.
118. That means you must have listened to it throughout the year, babe. 118 times.
Maybe I listened before Naya arrived.
118 times.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, I'm happy to be supporting like coming up artists. I hope she does well. She is doing well, so that's amazing.
Okay, so my order of top songs is Luther by Kendrick and SZA, London Summers by Odile got number 2, Lao by Charlie Puppy, which was a surprise for me. I know I loved it during the summer. I mean, Minister of Enjoyment, Intercontinental, Monumental, Live Forever. Anyways, that was my number 3. My number 4 was Two Hands to Heaven by Beyonce, which Sahara is very much not surprised by because every day the song plays, she wants to scream because she says, I played it too much. Anyways,
Beyonce, pay her.
Thank you so much. Literally, by the way, Two Hands to Heaven was in my top 5 2 years in a row. I'm pretty sure it was in my top 5 last year as well. So clearly, I love the song. And then my 5th one was Commas by Ira Star. Love Ira Star.
Ira Star, amazing.
Love her down. And Commas, I was listening to it a lot late summer, so I'm not surprised it made my top 5. What was yours?
Mine was Monsoon by Rehma, and then Suis Mui. I'm sorry guys for my French by Taik. I love Taik. This year I've been listening to him a lot. Toxic by Kehlani. Ahmin Hala by Inez, Moroccan female artist. Nuevol by
Nueva York.
Sorry for my Spanish.
Come on! He yells it at the beginning of the song.
Guys, my Spanish is shit. My French is shit. I can barely English, please. Anyway, Bad Bunny's album.
I was gonna say, did you see he topped Taylor Swift this year?
By God!
Spotify's top streamed artist.
By
I said,
God! Taylor Swift, get
Nueva
out.
York. Ding,
Ding, ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding. Okay.
Okay, anyway, shout out Puerto Rico.
Love. Oh my gosh. Guys, when I was in Brazil, okay, so one of the like popular activities to do is to ride like a cable car up Sugarloaf Mountain, which is one of their monuments. Super fun. Anyways, we're getting off the cable car, Inga and I. Inga is who I went with, my best friend. And as we're getting off, I was just randomly singing, Debí tirar más fotos de cuando. Like, it was stuck in my head. And then this man from behind me starts singing along with me, and then we're like jamming and dancing together on like
so
Sugarloaf Mountain in the middle of Brazil.
I wish I filmed
and then he's like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "I'm South African, but I live in LA." And he's like, "Oh, I'm Puerto Rican." And I'm like, God. So that was very wholesome. You listen to 30 albums. Okay, finally a statistic I have a bit more than
I
you.
listen to 28 albums.
Okay. 30, 28, same. I was very proud of this moment in my life. This moment I was very proud of. My top album is Touch is a Move, Good Morning by Something Soweto. Guys, I love Something Soweto so much. I love Something Soweto's music. And immediately when I saw that new album dropped in July, I was like, thank you. Another one, thank you.
Another one, thank you.
Speaking of Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, your top album was Bad Bunny's new album. We'll
really
never ever get over this album cover. I love it so much. I think the album cover and these plastic chairs, mate, are such a I don't know if he realized or he didn't realize how big and nostalgic it would be for so many people around the world. So many immigrant families, so many minorities, you know, from countries like the Middle East, like, I don't know, South Asia, other parts of like South America, like, that means so much to them, just these chairs, because it like talks about, you know, you see your granddad there just smoking a cigarette, just chilling on there, you see a couple uncles outside the shop sitting there, you know what I mean? Like,
honestly, even I didn't realize how global, sometimes you don't realize things are global or deep the way they are, because this just looks like Mcimbi chair to me, like a chair that people would use at parties. Like, I would have never deeped it in my life.
It's such a simple thing that hits, especially the song that had stuck in your head. That they use that song a lot. Like, Iranian TikTok used it a lot to talk about missing Iran and your granddad sitting in that chair and then the chair being empty when you go back, you know. And it's such a heavy, simple thing, but it's so heavy. And there was this TikTok of him crying, actually, just seeing how much he loved it, God. Videos, and it's like, wow, God really gives missions to people, you know. And Bad Bunny did so much with this album. He really healed, I think, a lot of communities with the song, the album. So shout out Bad Bunny, man.
I'm very excited to see his Super Bowl performance.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's gonna be excellent.
Your top albums.
We don't even have one album in common. I thought we would have both had Olivia Dean, to be honest with you.
I stopped listening to Olivia Dean for a minute until she got like, this started blowing up worldwide.
Yeah.
Again, so I think that's the reason.
No, you stopped. I never knew her.
That is correct.
Patty never knew Olivia Dean until Man I Need was trending on TikTok, and I was like, okay. But even Man I Need was still like, okay, whatever. Then I saw this TikTok of this woman who was speaking about starting over again, and the background song was Baby Steps, and it resonated so much with me at the time.
She loves that song.
Baby Steps is what got me to listen to the whole album. And then I listened to it, I said, wow. I even wrote a piece about how like the different lyrics inspired me from Baby Steps and just the album as a whole. Like, well done. But yeah, so my top albums were Touch is a Move, Good Morning by Something Soweto, Cowboy Carter by Beyonce. I also went to go see her live this year, so I wasn't surprised that Cowboy Carter was at my top because I was running it back a lot around May. The Art of Loving by Olivia Dean. She made 3. Like, I really listened to that album, hey?
It's a good album.
Work of Art by Ashake. It's an old album, but it just has most of my, like, absolute faves by Ashake. And then my 5th one was Intlambululo by... Wait, what is his full name? It's Intlambululo Ukuhlambulula by Mandisi Jantis, who is a South African jazz musician. He's a Xhosa man, and I love his music. And I'm also surprised that this made my top 5, to be honest with you, because the album just dropped like 2-3 months ago. Very, very recent drops. So I'm like, wow, I clearly listened to them quite a lot. What were yours?
Oh my God, guys, I have 2 distinct albums on here. 2 distinct, pay me.
Please
either marry me or pay me, one of them.
Please. You see your statistics on Spotify, Sarah is contributing to a good chunk of them.
I've been to your concert. I even tried to book tickets for your second concert that even got cancelled because, you know, you didn't come to the US. Anyway, by the way, Bad Bunny, Spanish-speaking people, don't roast me. Bad Bunny, debí tirar más fotos. Am I saying that right?
Don't ask me.
Huh? You're the one. You take Spanish classes on your phone
for like a year and a half.
Anyway, Bad Bunny. Then the second one's distinct, but his album I think like came out in like 2023 or 2024, and then Can't Rush Greatness by Central C. Okay, I did like this is a common thing.
You know, last year Sarah tried to pretend that Central C wasn't the top artist of hers. She tried to pretend. She's like, no, it was a glitch, guys. It's not me. Is he not back? Central C is your Drake.
No.
It's your Drake. You know how people want to act shameful when people always like, oh, I don't listen to Drake. I don't listen to Drake. Then Spotify rap comes and all of a sudden you guys are shocked. Okay.
Okay, listen, I'm not gonna lie. Can't Rush Greatness was a good album, Central C. Just stop doing weird shit, yeah? Okay, thank you. No, but because he did a really good, I can't even remember the names, this is how bad I am. But like, he had a really cool song with Dave. And he had a song where it was just like, I think it was, I know, I listened to it a lot because I liked it because he was speaking about being from London. He's like, no one from London's gone to Hollywood. And I was like, yeah, me. Sorry. Anyway. And then ba 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 ba. So I'm gonna do that again. Ba 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 ba.
Madam, please stop changing keys. We understand. You listen to Distinct's album. That was her number 4.
Yeah, Distinct. Zidi ta'al ya habibi. Yeah. He's singing that for me. Anyway, then the last one was called Blooming in the Valley, which is by Omid Shabani. It's an artist who plays, I think, the pan drum or the hand drum. And I was listening to that a lot, I think, from spring to summer, because it was really helping my anxiety. I think that instrument in itself brings me a lot of calmness. So that's...
Love. Okay. Moving along. You don't even have a podcast session.
Yeah, I don't, because I don't really listen to podcasts, darling. We make podcasts.
Okay, well, I have 799 minutes of stream podcast, but I was very surprised by my top one being What Now by Trevor Noah. I do love this podcast. Like, shout out to Trevor. This is a great podcast. But yeah, I didn't realize that this is my top. I thought one of the girly podcasts I listen to, but I do watch my podcast. I think this year I watched my podcast more than I listened to them. But anyways, love this podcast. Maybe that's why what?
No, I was gonna say maybe that's why I listen to a lot of music, because you split yours to podcasts as well. It's not just music.
It's not just music. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, anyways, what was the number of different artists it says you listen to? Mine was 1,468. Swipe up. Okay, down. 1,994. Damn. Yeah. Okay, and then these 5 were extra special. So our top 5.
Sailor.
Swipe?
I love Sailor.
Okay, just swipe past the race.
Yeah, the racing. Everyone changes the race. Yeah, but distinct one. Ba. Sorry.
You guys, I'm sure even those of you who've never heard a single Distinct song in your life, you're going to know his tagline because of how many times Sahara sang it on this podcast. Anyways, that was her top artist. My top artist was Beyonce. Are we shocked? No. Are we surprised?
No.
Absolutely not. I'm consistent. I think she's been in my top 5 since I pretty much had Spotify. She's just oscillated different like positions and rankings. So anyways, she's back on top now. Last year she was debunked by Asha Kate. That was my top 1 last year. But she was like 2 or 3. What are you, a top what % fan of Distinct? I'm sure top 0.00.
No, I don't think it is.
You see, she's a top 0.03%
What are you?
fan. 0.03. Do you know how high up you have to be? Anyways,
what
I'm only 0.3. 30%, babe. Wait, I'm lying. 0.3%. So it's still rather high. It's a little bit high, but it's still not 0.03.
Because you spend 2,679 minutes with them, which makes you the top 0.03 global fan.
Insane. I spent 1,678 minutes with Beyonce, so I think, guys, I must also say, like,
I can't even roast her, to be honest, because I'm a bigger fan than Distinct than she's a bigger fan of Beyonce.
Exactly. And also, do you know what the thing is about Beyonce? She's such an easy artist to love because of how much of a huge library of music that she has. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Cowboy Carter I listened to the most this year, but like I often go back to 4 or go back to I'm Sasha Fierce or go back to Self-Titled. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could never get tired of listening to Beyonce because there's a Beyonce mood and vibe for every mood and vibe I'm in. Yes. Anyways, my top artists are over here. They were in order. We've got Beyonce, number 1. We've got Asha K, number 2. Mr. Money with the vibe right now. We've got Something Soweto, number 3. We've got Odile, number 4. And we've got Mandisi Tiantis, number 5. This is quite representative of my taste. Like,
yeah, the top artists make a lot of sense for us.
Quite representative of my taste. Even though I feel like it's missing more, like, maybe like the house, piano, like more party South African music that I listen to. But it's because I listen to a variety of artists in that genre. I don't listen to one, like, exceedingly above another. Other than that, I think this is a fair summary. Like, you've got my jazz, you've got my Afrobeat, you've got my Afro soul, you've got my South African jazz and soul, you've got R&B and every other genre that Beyonce does. Like, I think, yeah. yeah, this is also very much my listening to Odelia. So,
Yes.
who are your top artists?
My top artist, obviously number one, Distinct. Second, my favorite white girl of the year, Tate McRae. I'm not gonna lie, this Formula One aesthetic, style, music, I like it. I'm here for it.
I still haven't listened to her, so.
I don't know, it just makes me feel young, and it makes me feel like, I don't know, there's something about her, and I also like the tone. Like, people will say, like, it's funny because she sounds congested when she sings, but I don't know, there's something about her voice that's so, like, I don't know, I like listening to it. I get along with it. Tyke, French artist, love him.
Oh,
very,
it's
very
Tyke. The way I thought it was Tasty. Wow.
I call him Tyke. Am I saying it wrong? I swear it's Tyke. Because he's
listen,
he
you
says
the fan.
take or Tyke, take.
I believe you.
But
Then
I
Bad
think
Bunny?
he's French Cameroonian. I don't know. But Bad Bunny, and then Sailor is a new artist I've been listening to. They did a song. I started listening to them because they did a song with Summer Walker. It was called Pookie or something like that, and yeah. Then her voice is beautiful. She has a really cool aesthetic. It's very pinky pop like vibes, but also I'm going to kill you with my pink nails, like that type of vibe, and I love that because that's low-key me. Anyway,
Love. Okay, and now a word from. Okay, we can skip past this, but basically,
from where
we got fan videos distinct from her ordeal for me. Thank you so much. Moving right along, I think that's kind of the end-ish because the rest.
The club. What was your club situation?
Mine was Cloud State Society. It says your club finds peace through music. My role is collector. I often save music to my library, building a huge club collection. You're also in the same club.
Oh my gosh, we're the same club.
But what role are you in the club? I'm a collector. You are
I'm a
a
leader.
Oh. I loved this because I feel like it was like to me this feels like the artists that didn't make it to our top, or some of them did, but like it expands upon the people we listen to quite a lot. So like mine, it's like Ram Gold, who I did listen to quite a lot this year. He's like a R&B alternative slow jams kind of music. Kelvin Momo, love Private School Piano. Exactly. Olivia Dean is here. Gaba Canal is here. Shout out to my friend Sia who put me onto Gaba Canal. Guys, such good music. He also does very like, I don't know how to classify his music. Guys, I get in trouble when people want me to classify South African music into genres because I don't know. It's just nice. Just listen to it. Ari Lennox and then Odile naturally.
Mine was Sailor. Then I was worried. I was like, K1's not here. K1. Wanna get drunk in the back of the club with you. What a fine hun. Anyway, Summer Walker. Then this Donny who plays the piano that I've been blasting, and then me in particular because he like I don't even know how to say his name. Gibran Alcocer, I don't know. And then Kaylani and K1, of course.
Okay, then it's just like the summary page.
Yeah, then it's like the summaries. And then they've got the files, but it's fine. We don't need to go through the files.
go through the files.
And
that wraps up the only other thing I really liked. We don't have to go through it here, but I did like this year's like, you know, like it takes it back to specific days of the year and when you listen to different things. I love that, and it was kind of like a rewind of like what I was doing on that year.
Yeah.
So. Anyways, guys, thank you for partaking in our Spotify Wrapped with us. We hope you have learned a little bit more about us, about the kind of music we like. And yeah, I don't know did you guys like the Spotify Wrapped this year? Did you feel the AI making a big difference, or it didn't feel that much of a difference? Were you shocked by your results? Were they the same? Let us know.
Are you definitely putting Spotify aside? Is Apple Music now the thing to go to? What was your Apple Music rap like? People are so speaking about Apple Music like highlights and stuff.
I've seen it no shade to the Apple Music girlies, but the replay does not look the same as the Wrapped. It also has to go online. It's just not giving what it's supposed to give.
Yeah.
But you know, as long as everyone's happy, do what you want. Quite frankly, with your money and the subscriptions you want, do what you want. But if you did do Apple Music, like Sarah says, let us know what was at the top of your replay.
Yes.
But other than that, you know, we normally do like a what have you been watching this week, but I think we really dived into what we've been listening to extensively.
So we'll keep it at that.
We'll just keep it at that. Thank you for joining us for another episode. Please remember to like, comment, share the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, follow our page on Spotify if you're not following it already, share this video with your friends, anyone else who could be edified or just enjoy the kinds of conversations that we have here. And we'll see you in the next one.
See you, my loves.
Bye.
Bye.